Hey, welcome back to part 2 of the unboxing review of Gundam Universe GU01 Rx-78-2 Gundam, a correlation between Bandai and Tamashii Nation. So, when we last left off was go down to the instruction sheet of how to do all these things. So it says arrowless, so if it has this arrow with the dashes in there, it means attach. If it has this arrow that's kind of grayed out a bit, it means remove, and if it just has a pure black arrow, it means movable. So same on either side, you could put the hilts of the beam sabers in there, you could put it in the hands. This says R, so for right hand, which has a trigger finger on there, which we'll take a little bit later on. It shows that the sight on the gun can move. They are saying right hand, same with the beam saber, which can actually go on the gun. Not beam saber, but the beam effect part could go on there. You got beam grips, beam effects, so 2 beam grips, 2 beam effects, 1 beam rifle, interchangeable hand parts, which is both a left and right. So you could just say the same thing, so which is kind of odd, but you do get a trigger finger pull hand like this, and you do get a closed hand like this. Your fitter, just saying warning, the V-fin is going to be delicate on the fitter, so I guess kind of like the first one of Gundam model kits where they were like really fragile when Gundam Wing first came out here in America. Yeah, I remember owning one of those kits. The V-fin snapped real easily, and was partly still attached to the plastic little wonder. So yeah, guess maybe be careful with that. You get the shield and a shield grip, showing you how you could attach the shield with the shield grip. So put the grip in the hand first, and then put the rest of it into the arm. Then put the shield on, and you can leave it on there, but just rotate the shield grip up and attach the shield to the backpack. They're also saying joints is compatible with Tamashii Stage at 5 sold separately. So you do get a little tab to go in there, like a little butt plug to go onto the display stand. But you gotta have a Tamashii Nation stand, which is the Tamashii Stage at 5. Okay? So we'll not work with the Bandai Action Base 4, Action Base 5, Action Base 6, 7, and so on and so forth. It can only work with the Tamashii Stage at 5. So, this is a correlation between Bandai and Tamashii Nation. It will only work with a Tamashii Nation stand, not any of your standard old Bandai stand. And there's the big QR code there. Then you can go to, Hittite Tamashii.Japan/survey. Nothing on the other side. So let's get this guy unboxed. And take a look at all the stuff that it has. So some of the stuff is already falling out. And we'll get into each thing individually. So I'll just move that out of the way. So we're not going to get into the fitter first. We're actually going to get into some of the accessories. So here's the beam saber. As you can see, it's a white beam saber, which kind of looks like a pearl pink color to the beam effect part, which is a nice color. I wish that was a little bit more red, but if you remember, other versions were a little more translucent pink. If you actually bought, the Bandai kind of later on models where they came out with the plastic beam effect parts. Now I do remember the first one, like I said, the Gundam Wing that came out here in America, which was released in like what, 98, 99, something like that. When was Gundam Wing released? It was released, yeah, 1995 is when we first got Gundam Wing over here. Yeah, remember how those were just pure white and you had to sit there and paint them green if they were green effect or pink or red, you know, where you had to actually have model paint and paint them. Yeah, I remember that. It was a pain. So you do have a round little pad at the bottom here. And if we look at the handles of the hilts, they're not round like how a regular Bandai one is. They're kind of squared and flat. They do have this little notch here, right there, as you can see. But they are rounded there. So you could just attach it in here. Which I always recommend not push in there, but kind of push and twist. Because it is a bit tight. You can hear it, can't you? Well, not really anymore on that one. But it kind of made this little sound. Here is the hand. So as you can see, this is kind of the holding hand. And here is the trigger hand. Now they're saying all these things will go in the trigger hand. And that's how you put it in there. It looks like you want to put the flat piece, what I'm showing you here, next to like the thumb, while kind of what will be, I guess, semi-rounded, or where this little notch is, goes more towards the fingers to hold it in there. Because the hands are not completely round like a Bandai one, they are kind of like squared off. Here is the gun. Actually, I kind of like the gun. The gun's actually kind of nice. We do have kind of a gold piece here. It does move side to side. Actually, I take that back. It does not move side to side. It only moves to one side. To the left side. And then back to the middle, which is not even quite towards the middle. So there's no way to move it to the left side. It only goes right side. And that's it. Now, something else they're saying is you could take this beam effect and put it right down in the barrel like this, which kind of gives you kind of, I guess the effect that they're going for is, hey man, you shoot a beam out of your gun. Not really, it just looks like you took your gun and turned it into a sword, kind of like something that we saw with the Banshee Gundam, I want to say, or the Banshee Nor. Maybe you was the full armor Gundam, Unicorn Gundam. Yeah. And I guess you can put. Now, just saying, this one also goes in the right hand. So let me take out its little gun in there. And they're saying hold it like this, so which would make the most sense where the trigger would go. And that's how it will hold in its weapon. Here is the shield. Really nice shield, I'll say. And it's actually got nice Bandai detail work in there. Here's how this would go on. So you just put it in like that. Which really doesn't want to put in there to stay. But there you go. You gotta make sure you don't push it flat, push it kind of like angle like that, and hear that snap. Although it can, still pop off. And then you could store it up like this and down like that. Here's the little Tamashii action based, butt plug type piece. Here is our Gundam. Nice artwork on the head. I do wish that they would color in the head Vulcans, the nice yellowish gold color that we have seen here on the bots. Right there. And they are not. So you will need to kind of do some panel lining stuff to this. Head can move up about that much. Down that much. 360-degree around. I do love that it looks like they put a red foil sticker on the back for the cameras there, which is nice. Has some ab crunch there. Could go back here and forward there. That much side to side. Shoulders do rotate. Arm can only go out to about that far, and there. Arm bends there and that far back. You can rotate the hands and pop them off at the wrist. Legs could go this far forward, this far back, this far out. Knee bend. It looks like it would be a double joint knee bend, but it's not. Some ankle bend to the sides and stuff. You have the ankle guard, which is weird. It's only a pet on one side and then open on the other side, which is kind of odd. And then some toe bend, which is due to the way how the knee is. Here's how the back pat looks. Nice back pat. So we'll just go ahead and give him kind of the splits here. We have the little butt plug, and that actually clips on there. So there's no little pad or little hole that slits on there. And it kind of goes the other way. Like most Gundam kits, the little U shape would go this way. Like,